The story of compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world. What if I told you there was a force in the universe so powerful, it could turn a single penny into millions? A mathematical marvel that built empires, bankrupted kings, and is the single biggest reason the rich get richer. It's not a secret investment. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a fundamental law of nature, harnessed for finance. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Albert Einstein. This is the story of the eighth wonder of the world. This is the story of compound interest. Welcome to Financial Stories. That quote, often attributed to Einstein, sets the stage for our tale. But what is compound interest? And why is it so wondrous? Let's start with a story. Meet Simple Sam and Compound Chloe. Year 1. Both earn 10%, $1,000. They both have $11,000. Year 2. This is where the magic happens. Oh, Simple Sam only earns interest on his original $10,000. Another $1,000. Total, $12,000. Oh, Compound Chloe earns interest on her new total of $11,000. That's 10% of $11,000 equals $1,100. Total, $12,100. It's a small difference in year 2, just $100. But Sam and Chloe are in this for the long haul. Let's fast forward. After 20 years. Oh, Simple Sam has $10,000 plus $1,000 times 20 equals $30,000. Oh, Compound Chloe has $10,000 times 1.10. 20, 167 and 275? That's the magic. That's the wonder. Compound interest isn't just interest on your money. It's interest on your interest. It's a financial snowball, rolling down a hill of time, gathering more snow with every revolution. The power of compounding isn't a modern discovery. Our story begins in the ancient world. In Babylon, around 1800 BC, the Code of Hammurabi included laws governing loans and interest. They understood the basic concept, even if they feared its power. Usury laws were born to control it. But the real mathematical breakthrough came with a man named Leonardo Fibonacci. In his famous book Il Liber Abaci, he posed a problem that seems simple. How many pairs of rabbits can be produced from a single pair in 1 year, assuming they reproduce every month? The answer revealed what we now call the Fibonacci sequence, a beautiful representation of exponential growth, the very engine of compound interest. During the Renaissance, merchants and bankers in Italy fully harnessed this power. Families like the Medici built their vast fortunes not just on trade, but on the strategic lending and compounding of money. And this era likely gave us one of the most useful rules in finance, the rule of 72. Want to know how long it will take for your money to double? Just divide 72 by your annual interest rate. At 6% return, your money doubles in 72 divided by 6 equals 12 years. At 10% return, it doubles in 72 to 10 equals 7.2 years. It's a simple, powerful tool that has been used for centuries to visualize the power of compounding. History is full of people who understood this wonder. Let's meet a few. Case Study 1. The Unlikely Millionaire, the story of Grace Groner. In 1935, a young secretary named Grace Groner bought $180 worth of Abbott Laboratories stock. She never sold it. She never added to it. She simply let it sit, reinvesting the dividends, a form of compound interest, for the next 75 years. When she died in 2010, that $180 investment was worth over $7 million. She lived a simple, quiet life, but her financial story is one of the most powerful testaments to patience and compounding ever told. Case Study 2. The Billionaire Who Preaches Patience, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people on earth, didn't make 99% of his wealth after his 50th birthday. He made it before his 50th birthday, but he needed to be past 50 for it to become an avalanche. The secret wasn't genius stock picks every year. It was a lifetime of consistent investing and letting the relentless, unstoppable power of compounding do the heavy lifting. His primary advice? My life has been a product of compound interest. Just buy a low-cost index fund and go back to your job. Don't look at it. But remember the second half of that Einstein quote. He who doesn't understand it, pays it. This wonder has a dark side. And for many, it's not a wealth-building tool. It's a debt trap. Credit card debt is the perfect anti-compounding story. If you have a $5,000 balance at a 20% APR and only make the minimum payments, the interest compounds against you. That $5,000 can balloon into a much larger sum, taking decades to pay off. The same mathematical force that made Grace Groner a millionaire can bury someone in inescapable debt. Payday loans, with their astronomical interest rates, are a predatory use of compounding. The rule of 72 becomes a horror story. At a 400% APR, your debt doubles in just 72 divided by 400 equals 0.18 years, or about 2 months. Understanding this dark side is not about fearing compound interest, but about respecting its power. Your financial mission is simple: harness compounding for your assets, and strangle it for your debts. So, how do you become a master of this wonder? It boils down to 3 key ingredients. 1. The rate of return, the hill's steepness. A higher return accelerates your snowball. But beware, chasing high returns often comes with high risk. The stock market, with its historical average of approximately 7 to 10% per year after inflation, has been one of the most accessible vehicles for the average person. 2. Time, the length of the hill. This is the most important and most controllable variable for most people. By age 65, who has more money? Often, it's investor A, who started earlier and let compounding work for a full 40 years, despite putting in far less capital. This is the ultimate argument for starting today, not tomorrow. 3. Consistency in the habit of saving, the snow. You can't compound nothing. Consistent investing, even in small amounts, is how you build the initial snowball. Setting up automatic monthly contributions to a low-cost index fund or your retirement account is the modern-day equivalent of hiring the eighth wonder to work for you 24/7. The story of compound interest isn't just about money. It's a metaphor for life. Getting 1% better at a skill every day compounds. Reading a little every day compounds your knowledge. Planting a tree is an act of faith in compounding. But let's bring it back to your finances. Your story with this powerful force starts with a single, simple decision. 1. Audit your debt. Identify any high-interest debt and make a plan to attack it. You must stop the negative compounding first. 2. Start an emergency fund. This is your base camp, so you never have to disrupt your investments. 3. Open a retirement or brokerage account, make it official. 4. Set up automatic contributions. Even if it's just $50 or $100 a month to start. Set it, forget it, and let the machine start working. 5. Invest in a simple, low-cost index fund. This is your vehicle for capturing the market's average return over time. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to be consistent and patient. Let time, the most powerful force in this universe, work its magic on your behalf. The story of compound interest is the story of potential. It's the quiet, patient force that can build empires of wealth from the humble bricks of discipline and time. The question is, what will you write in the next chapter of your financial story? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the eighth wonder of the world, do us a favor and like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next financial story.